Ever dreamt of a dessert mixing best of Eastern and Western baking? The best of both worlds. Baklava meets sponge cake. Ready, set, bake. Following ingredients are required for the phyllo dough. 180 milliliters water, 100 milliliters milk, 80 grams corn flour, 100 milliliters cooking oil, 15 milliliters vinegar, 700 grams white flour, 15 grams of yogurt, and 1 egg. For the sugar syrup, you will need 300 milliliters water, 300 grams of sugar, and half a lemon. For the baklava filling and icing cream, you will need 150 grams ghee, half a lemon, 100 milliliters double cream, 100 grams pistachio cream, 200 grams unsalted pistachios, and 100 grams cream cheese. To prepare the phyllo dough, put all ingredients in a bowl, mix them well, and knead for around 4 minutes until gluten has formed well. Dough should be soft, smooth, and easy to work with. I am using KitchenAid mixer, however kneading can also be done by hand easily. Next, remove the dough from the kneading bowl, stretch it well, and split it in 8 equal pieces using dough spatula. You may want to use kitchen scale to ensure the pieces' size is identical. Use the dough pieces and form smooth dough balls. Finally, cover the balls with a cloth and let them rest for 1 hour. Next, use the rolling pin and stretch the dough in small flat circles. Apply 20 grams of the corn flour on the dough circles to prevent sticking. Put all dough circles in the dough box and let them rest overnight or at least 8 hours. The circles can be stacked on top of each other as long as enough corn flour is added so that they don't stick. In the meantime, crunch 200 grams of pistachios in a chopper until they crunch well. Personally, I prefer my pistachios coarser, but fine ground will be fine as well. The next morning, once the dough circles have rested well, take them out of the fridge and stretch them until paper-thin rectangles are formed. I am using baklava, which is basically Turkish thin rolling pin. Make sure you use the remaining 20 grams of corn flour to facilitate the stretching process. Next, use the baking tin circles and cut the phyllo dough by pressing firmly and rotating counterclockwise. Each phyllo dough sheet should yield around 8 circles. Stack all the dough circles on top of each other. You may want to apply some extra corn flour to prevent sticking. Once all the phyllo dough circles are ready, start layering them on top of each other in a baking tin circle. Apply melted ghee in between every 3 sheets. Once 8 sheets are layered, add a thick pistachios layer and add another 8 sheets on top. Repeat the process 3 times in order to make 3 baklavas. Bake them at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes or 25 minutes if the oven fan is on. Whilst baklava is baking, prepare the sugar syrup. Add the sugar, water, lemon zest, and lemon juice in a small saucepan. Heat it over medium-high. Let it cook for approximately 10 minutes, or until it reaches a loose syrup consistency. Normally, by the time it is ready, it is also boiling. I aim for the syrup to be ready at the same time when the baklavas are out of the oven. Next, while still hot, pour the syrup on the baklavas and let them rest in the fridge for another at least 2 hours. In the meantime, whilst baklava is in the fridge, prepare the cream that will be used for layering the cake, icing and decorating. Add all ingredients, put sugar in a bowl and let the mix thickens. Add the sugar and beat until stiff peaks. Next, take the baklava out of the fridge and spread thick layer of the mixture on top on it. Make sure it is evenly distributed. Add the second baklava on top and spread another thick cream layer. Finally, add the third baklava layer on top and use the remaining cream to cover the cake with icing on all sides. I'm using cake turntable to ensure icing is well spread on all sides. Finally, add the remaining crunched pistachios on top of the cake as garnish and it is ready to go.
What's up guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. So now let's cut the cake and see the final result. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification button. But most importantly, never skip breakfast.